You can't make a bad date good, but you can make a good date bad by missing some of these things. And you're probably like, what's happening? Why is the poet now a dating coach? I am not. Don't you worry. For me and you both, not a good idea. But my fiction book is about dating and it's really interesting, I think. I kind of think it's interesting. But so I thought I'd touch on the subject a little bit more so you kind of get the vibe of the book a little bit, but not really. It has nothing to do with the book. But since I'm doing my own little press tour by myself, all by myself, we're going to go through this. So this is 8 steps on how to make a date poetic, because I'm also a poet, and that's where how we're gonna try to make a date go well. Now I'm gonna preface this with, if someone is determined to have a bad date, I don't know where that accent came from. If someone is determined to have a bad date, they're gonna have a bad date. Like, you can only do 50% of the date. I mean, you can do 100% of the planning, but if they're like in a bad mood, hate men, whatever the other thing is, good luck. And my prayers go out to you. So, number 1, less money, more memories. There's something really beautiful about memories, which freezes time, and it's so fun to look back at good memories. So if you're like Michelin star restaurant with interesting vibe restaurant, make it spontaneous, make it a memory rather than just shelling out money to everyone. Because the thing is, if you're gonna work out, you can still spend that money. Money's not going anywhere, unlike me, who's just left the screen. But if it's not going anywhere, you're just wasting that money on someone that's not your person. Number 2, make it them specific. So I think ideally you know a person a little bit before you go on a date with them. So you can make the date specific and make it specific to what they like. Do they like horse riding? Can you go to like a horse museum or these kind of things? Number 3, leave room for a bit of spontaneity. Leave room for that. Don't make it so rigid. Romance and poeticisms do not live in rigid. So don't make it super rigid of like, this date ends at 9. That's why Germans don't tend to seem so romantic, because they're a little rigid. Not all of them, of course. But think of it. Think of which cultures are more romantic, and then think of how little rigidity they have. Number 4, get rid of the pressure of the date. The goal of the first date should be to get a second date. It's not, is she the love of my life? It is insane, that kind of pressure to put on a date. You don't know yet. You're not supposed to know yet. Do you really only need 3 hours to know for the rest of your life? Number 5, compliment on something other than looks. I think those compliments stick, especially if she's attractive. She's gonna remember the fact that you found her funny or that you found her interesting. Now, don't lie, but I think those compliments stick so much better because they're more rare. Number 6, enjoy the time too. You don't want to be all so planned out, exactly like the rigidity. You don't want to be so planned out that you're not present anymore and you're not listening anymore. I think the worst thing to be on a date with, situation to have on a date, is someone who doesn't listen or someone who laughs at the wrong time. They're not listening to your jokes, they're just like, ha ha ha. And number 7, be present. Same thing, potato. Number 8, make it personal. Get to know them, make it personal. Maybe it's not the horse riding, but maybe it's the type of walk you want to go on. Maybe you want to walk, if they're not great walkers, or if they just had something with their foot, maybe don't make it a walking date. Be considerate of the other person. I know that's so easy to say, but I think especially with dating apps and people going on multiple dates, I think intentionality goes a really long way, and it's really cute.